Hello boys and girls, so welcome to my instant match reaction. Newcastle 0, Arsenal 2. That was very, very easy. To be fair, I think it was a mixture of Arsenal being good at the right moments and Newcastle being dreadful. To be fair, if there was a team that you wanted to play right now, given that kind of performance, it was Newcastle. They were absolutely toothless. And when you look at their recent results, that's a bit of a surprise because they've had some very, very good results against some very tough opposition. So I don't know what happened to them today. Maybe the fact that they couldn't actually rely on an Arsenal player was the reason why they weren't as good today. Because it's Joe Willock that's been getting them those points and getting them out of jail. Super sub, if anything. But yeah, of course, he wasn't able to play this game because he's only on loan from Arsenal. So they weren't able to call upon his services. And it was just a very, very, very easy afternoon. Mohamed Elneny got us off to the perfect start within the first 5 minutes. And that kind of settled things down. And then I thought, you know what, Newcastle, they'll, pick up soon and get ahead of steam and whatnot. And just never happened. St. Maximin, he had a deflected shot, which, Matt Ryan dealt with comfortably. But they just didn't do anything or offer anything in that first half. Going in, only 1-0 at half time, you always think to yourself, you know what, home side, they could come out a little bit different. Maybe got a rocket up their backside at half time from the performance and everything. And the first thing that I noticed with Newcastle is that they were trying to not press, Arsenal high up. They were just trying to sit 5 yards further forward and nullify the spaces to stop Arsenal playing out into the pockets. And that meant we had to start going a little bit longer. And that was very evident at the start of the second half. And, the one bad thing that you will take away from this game will be the fact that it looks like David Luiz has picked up another injury. Looks like his hamstring. You only have to see his reaction when he left. That's probably his season over, to be fair. Maybe his Arsenal career, because he may not be here next season. But I think as for Thursday, no chance. And that's a massive shame because you saw in this game just how important he is to the way that we want to play. And it doesn't become so one-dimensional and we're constantly playing out from the back. With David Luiz there, we can actually mix it up and look for the diagonals. And I believe the statistics in this were 8 long balls and 8 were completed. So it shows his value in that, side of his game. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on Thursday, but that's another subject and a different matter, which I'll get into nearer the time. But yeah, I suppose that's the one dampener on the game when you look at it. And 8 changes made. Like I said, Matt Ryan went in goal. Hector Bellerin came back into the side. Luiz and Gabriel. Granit Xhaka staying in the left-back position. That's a worry for me because Tierney, as far as we were aware, was, back and in contention. And you would have thought that if he's going to be involved on Thursday, this will be the game that he gets some minutes, even if it's from the bench. But he didn't. So that's a worry. Mohamed Elneny, Dani Ceballos give anybody nightmares when you look at that midfield pivot. And then in the attacking wise, Willian, you had Martinelli, you had Ødegaard, and then you had Aubameyang. And the positives from that will be Ødegaard getting, the minutes under his belt, Aubameyang getting minutes under his belt and scoring. Martinelli, minutes under his belt. Although, Newcastle did try wiping him out towards the end of the game, and that's why they received a red card. But he's absolutely fine. Brilliant assist as well, that was. And the Aubameyang goal, that's what he's so good at, the poaching in and around the box. And, just sniffs out them goals. And, yeah, that's Aubameyang. That could be massive because, if we can get him firing and get him even half confident, I would say, then we stand a very good chance of being able to turn it around on Thursday. Thomas Partey came on late in the game. Nothing to worry about in that respect. Just got a few minutes. Didn't really need, anything other than that. And yeah, it was just, like I said, it was one of those performances. I look at it and I think to myself, it wasn't that Arsenal was so good and, you know, we just completely played Newcastle off the park. It was the fact that we were very good at the right moments and Newcastle were utterly dreadful throughout the whole entire game, toothless. And what I will say to Newcastle fans is that I sympathise with you. I can see why you're not happy with what's going on at your club, because if that's the kind of football that you serve up on a weekly basis, then you've got every right to protest and you've got every right to be moaning about the situation you are in, because where are you going as a club? Now, don't get me wrong, I know the issues at Arsenal. I know what we've got to do. I know what we've got to sort out, but it looks to us like we are trying to build for the future. And with that in mind, despite it might not look in that way because of our league position and everything else, but I've explained this so many times, we're trying to change a whole culture at Arsenal, more than 20 years of a culture and a decade of, you know, mismanagements and everything else. So it's not going to happen overnight. We're at different ends of the scale in terms of what we want. Mike Ashley doesn't really care about Newcastle. Stan Kroenke doesn't care about Arsenal. But where they're down the bottom end, we're still, you know, in the middle. But if we don't sort that out, yeah. So, look, it's just one of those games. I'm not overly bothered about it because in terms of the Premier League, it's not really done anything. It's moved us up to 9th place. Ooh, happy days, 9th place. When you look at 6th place, Liverpool are there at the moment. Of course, they have Manchester United today, or they might have Manchester United today, given the events of what's going on at Old Trafford. But, you know, let's say that they were to lose that. Tottenham as well, 54. It's like 5 points between us and 6th place. We've only got 4 games left. Just run out of time. Too many drop points. Too many stupid, you know, performances this season. It's not acceptable. It's really not. And we have to go to Thursday now. Last chance. This is it. The season is going to be, you know, defined by Thursday's performance in a nutshell. Can we get to a European final? Can we turn it around? Or will that be it? We don't know, and we will wait and see. So there we go. That is my instant match reaction. I can't really say much more than that, to be honest. It was decent enough. Got the job done. Got us over the line. Wasn't great. Nearly fell asleep at times. But it's 3 points and we move on to Thursday. So if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Smash a like on this video and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.